Hey, welcome to the Toddcast podcast. I'm your host, Todd Baysinger.
Hi, I'm Ryan Graham.
And I'm Chris Coffman.
And I'm the guy just standing by the mic. Sitting by the mic, fucking care.
Oh, hold on.
This is my new background picture.
The girl in the shower?
No.
That's what I thought. I was like, that's awesome, dude.
No.
Make her
Fuck
own
you,
it.
Mom. Comedy. She just gets it wrong. What?
All right, Chris, you're on.
Oh,
I'm going to go get a beer.
Change my...
And Ryan's going to get a beer. I don't know what to say.
This is my spitter
Oh,
now.
God.
Someone stole it.
It's gross.
It is.
Boom. Hey, y'all.
So Chris, how's that
all you
movie
guys
you
are
watched
in
at
my,
National Lampoon?
It was fucking amazing.
Explain about this movie. I'm actually very intrigued. I'm gonna watch it when I go home tonight.
So it's about how the Harvard Lampoon turned into the National Lampoon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mostly about Doug Kenny's life. Doug Kenny is, he was the driving force behind the Lampoon magazine. But he's also the guy who co-wrote Animal House and Caddyshack.
Oh, nice.
So they cover both of those movies being made through.
So who plays Bill Murray?
The guy from I'm Dying Up Here. The one who's the host guy with the long hair.
Oh yeah.
The one that the two main characters live with.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know his actual name.
I guessed it.
You guess what?
So underneath the cap of every PBR, there's like a card.
You
like,
guessed it
I
right.
guessed it right, so I got it free. He gave me a little tip, though. He was like, you started to see something, and you were close, and so I was like, okay, it's a 4 and it, I had a 1 in 4 shot, and I was like, diamonds, and then I got it.
So you're a
Is it the same one every time, or is it different?
It's
It's different every time.
Oh, so he opens it and looks at it.
Yeah, right. What are you doing, Todd?
We were
Camera hog.
oh, dude, that is so gross.
Beer.
That is so gross.
See you guys.
It's not gross if it's keeping him alive.
I made my appearance.
So we were talking about the National Lampoon movie that Chris was telling us all to watch last night.
Yeah, I believe I made it required viewing.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm sorry. I got home and I decided I was gonna watch Grimm.
That's one way to go.
Yeah, it's amazing. The one I was watching was about the 3 little bears and Goldilocks, kind of.
Watched a documentary about Allen Iverson last night.
How was that?
Pretty good.
Was
Interesting.
it 30 for 30?
No, it was whatever one's on Netflix. I was looking for 30 for 30s.
Okay.
I was just in that mood where I wanted to listen or watch sports documentaries.
There was a sports documentary back in the 90s about Isaiah Thomas. It was kind of more like a movie. It was actually very interesting. I wish I remember what it was. But yeah, I used to watch the shit out of that.
Is he dead?
No.
Isaiah Thomas? No.
I don't
No,
It sounds like a kid that gets shot on the street corner.
he's a
know.
pussy
Right?
grabber.
I agree with that.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, yeah, he got sued by the Knicks. That's why he had to quit.
Oh.
Because he was grabbing tail around the office.
Who was?
Isaiah
that
Thomas.
doesn't surprise me.
Makes sense.
Doesn't he play for the Cavaliers now?
No, that's a different Isaiah Thomas.
That's a
Yeah.
much
Like-
less
that's
famous Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
no, we're talking early 90s Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
You leaving, Jeff?
No,
Oh.
Yeah.
it's almost for bedtime. I'm not leaving until
I'm leaving
6
soon.
in the morning.
When he was coach and GM of the Knicks, he was playing grab ass around
Jesus.
the office.
Ooh.
What is with everybody thinking they just grab whatever they want?
Grab the pussy.
This is a family-friendly show.
And groceries.
Okay, seriously.
What the fuck show are
Hold
you
on.
on?
Since we're on this topic, I have a legitimate question.
What's up?
Okay.
Has anybody here seen Crocodile Dundee?
Yes.
No, all right. So the scene where he's talking to the dude dressed as a woman, he grabs his dick to make sure he was a dude, right?
Yeah.
Later in the movie, he grabs that lady's pussy. right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that where Trump got the idea?
Yes.
Actually, in the Rolling Stones song Shattered, I believe he uses the term pussy grabbing at one point in time. I think that predates Crocodile Dundee.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Let's search Google for pussy grabbing and sort by least recent and see where this originated.
What's this? Hey, sir. Hey, Siri.
No, don't do Siri. It's gonna fuck up the broadcast. And plus, she won't recognize your name.
Yeah, I know.
Or your voice. She only recognizes mine.
Really?
She calls me daddy.
That bitch.
Yeah, she says, your name's Ryan, but you asked me to call you Daddy.
Dude, my phone calls me Big Daddy. Hey, Big Daddy. Your name is Tom, but you wanted me to call you Big
You
Daddy.
wanted me to reference a shitty Adam Sandler movie.
But I want to be your father.
Never mind. I thought you were drinking something out of the Pringles can.
Dude, it's so gross.
He totally is. It's his spitter. He just keeps tipping it back.
Sue me, Todd. I mean, Tom.
I was gonna say.
I mean, Todd. Both of
Can
you
we
sue
get
me.
you
I don't
a
give a
bigger
shit.
one? Is that gonna be
I'll
enough?
sue you for that Pringles can.
I really want to use a big, like, old-fashioned spittoon.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
I'll bring one.
You have one?
Jeff,
Of course Jeff has
Jeff
one.
has one.
Of course Jeff has one.
Was there any question that Jeff had one?
Embroidered with the Confederate flag.
Or that Pabst beer poster.
No,
Oh,
Schlitz.
God.
Schlitz.
Is that Schlitz? Yeah, we saw that one poster in your house, and we were like, oh my god, that would not fly today. The one where it's like, another beer, sir? And it's like, oh jeez. It's just like,
I have
very-
no idea what you're talking about, but it's
imagine a very, like, caricature-y black server. And it was a poster for,
That's
like...
from Mario. Mario gave that to me.
Did he really?
Yeah.
You probably had to get it the hell out of his
He's,
restaurant.
Well, he said, so
I
you
asked
can't
him that.
do shit.
He said that he likes it there because it's. Somebody asked him if that racist. He said, "No, I've had a black guy standing above everyone else in my restaurant for 40 years." That's what he said.
Oh
What
god, it
was it,
smells like
stereotypes?
that smells like Pringles and ass.
Yeah, I'll judge if it's racist.
Oh god damn it! I hate you.
I really don't know how.
Yeah,
but
you can't.
Why you always gotta fuck with me? You gotta
How
pee on
much
your
do
foot.
you hate him?
Like so much. Like we were pissing at the same time one time, and he thought it'd be funny just to start pissing on the floor next to me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was funny.
That's racist as fuck.
I tried to pee on his foot.
Yeah, no, totally is.
I love Todd's reaction to a picture of the
No, he said it was in my man cave. I was just like, yeah, that's racist.
No, you remember that? Weren't you in there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we watched the first
I used to ask
week one
Mario
of the
for that.
NFL in his man cave,
He had
Yeah,
next
it was the
there.
first game.
and we were judging. We're like, yeah, that's racist. We were like, yeah, that's
But his blueberry cream ale was delectable.
Oh, that was delicious.
wasn't it
Jeff.
like
Mario.
I thought it was
wasn't it
going to
like
be...
howdy y'all or some shit like?
I'm not talking about that. I'm
Like,
talking about Chef's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Chef's
any
beer.
variety.
But yeah, no, Jeff, the beer that you made was delicious.
Right,
It's
that shit was
amazing.
good.
It was like a blueberry something.
Blueberry cream ale.
That was
I've got
so.
one.
I wish I would have tried it because looking back, I thought we were getting poisoned.
Yeah. You left this chalice out in the night, like...
But
we were just...
it was really good.
Yeah, I.
the
sacrifice will take
There was steam
One
coming
cup
out.
is
and
poisoned, one isn't.
Shit. No, but it was really good. How do you make that?
Oh, I'm dying over here.
No, I need a.
So how'd the show go tonight, everybody?
I thought it went really well. I thought everybody had a really good set.
I loved my set.
Of course you did, you son of a bitch.
I did a good one.
You guys,
Oh, no,
everybody
yeah.
did
Todd
great
had a great
Yeah,
one, yeah.
Todd was on.
Yeah.
And Michael's abstract set
That was so
awesome.
fucking good.
Yeah, we got to get you on here to talk about that, because that was... the people want to know.
People like,
What the fuck was that?
all
It was fucking weird. That's what it was.
Wait, time out.
all one person's watching.
Who's watching?
It's gotta be Abby.
Well,
Is
Andy,
it Andy Hartley?
She don't even follow us on here, dude.
Is it Andy Hartley?
No, his Abby.
oh yeah, Andy
Edit
Hartley
that?
said fuck yes.
What?
But there's no people watching now.
Oh, no.
Because usually there's like a little symbol.
Dude, I was talking to him, and dude, they're getting like
I was looking at you when I
800
said
to 1,000 views.
What? Andy's
The
podcast?
Undiagnosed podcast?
Yeah.
That's also on Mondays at like 5.
Yeah, guys, check out that podcast. It's the
Well,
Unnamed Podcast.
I gotta get on there, man.
Yeah,
We gotta get on there. We gotta go down there and like.
Well, we can actually, he does it pretty early. So we can get on it and then come back up here for.
Probably.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
have every
awesome.
Monday off. I mean, for the foreseeable.
If you want to head down there
Pretty
one day.
soon I'm not going to have any days off. So.
Hashtag
Nice.
no days off. Hashtag.
Hashtag fam.
Hashtag a bunch of money and no time to spend. Hashtag no comment.
Hashtag smiley face.
If you're the manager, you can just be
I'm
like,
not
"Hey,
gonna be
assholes, I'm out of here."
He's gonna. Everybody's gonna quit, and he's going to be the manager of himself.
If everyone quits, then I
Be the
mean, I'm just going
CEO.
to follow suit. Or I'm going to be like, give me $100,000.
There you go. I will do all the work.
But if everyone quits, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm running this shit.
Why not?
I would hire you guys. You guys would have a job.
That would be fucking horrible.
Are you sucking?
It
on
would. I
microphones?
would. You would see me be angry.
Well, don't put me anywhere near food.
Can I be a dishwasher?
I could be a bartender or a
Yeah,
guy who
25
Well,
washes
no,
dishes.
we're going to need people soon. So if anyone's interested,
I will be a night crew. Hey,
I can bounce.
yo.
Don't maybe.
What's his
Don't
name?
maybe.
Todd. Hey, Todd. I will be your nighttime dishwasher.
Okay. The thing is,
I got 25 years of dishwashing experience.
you could be a good cook if I trained you.
Yeah, dude. I got like no training. But I also did say I had 20 years. of
20
cooking.
years experience.
Keep you in mind, man. We'll keep you in mind.
I just need a second job.
We'll be in touch.
I have pretty much 5 kids now.
Can I be the guy at the restaurant who just walks around and asks everyone if,
Actually,
if
no,
their
'cause
experience is satisfactory? Yeah. That
How's
happens at
everything
every
tonight?
fucking restaurant. Yeah, how is everything
That's the
tonight,
front
you
of the
guys?
house manager.
Yeah.
I
Everything
farted.
good?
It smells like crap.
Can you fill out a survey after you leave?
Yeah.
That
You
fucking
fill
guy?
a survey out, we'll give you a free taco. You want a free taco? You want a free taco?
I want a free taco. What's up, bro?
I did that shit
Sorry.
at Olive Garden when I was there in Milwaukee, and I was like, "Fuck you, I'm not filling out shit."
We're gonna have
just because you came around.
We're
And,
gonna have burritos.
and she said, "Is everything exemplary?" Like she used the word that was gonna be in the fucking survey. Like fuck you.
Dude, I do that. Like, I will go to Burger King and do the survey right after I order my food, just so I can get my free food. I love it.
Thrifty.
That's such a poor way to run a business.
Fuck
Like,
Burger King and their goddamn plastic buns.
No, dude, they are on point with them chicken.
But their buns taste like plastic because they are
Who fucking
plastic.
cares, dude? Dude, if you're gonna get some food, go to Wendy's. They got the shit for the bacon, dude. Their bacon is, like I said before, on point.
I'm not a big
I'm a
fast food
23-year-old
bacon
boy.
guy. I feel like
I stopped
most.
eating fast food because I got diabetes.
I have diabetes. I eat fast food all the time. Go
I
fuck
feel like
yourself.
I feel like most fast food
That's why I
places,
said it.
their bacon tastes like dog treats,
Who?
like the ones that are in the bag.
Or it's super thin, like paper fucking.
Dude, no,
Yeah.
Wendy's bacon is real bacon. It is
Dude, I work
delicious.
at
Oh, what's
Moondog.
fake
You don't
bacon?
think I eat enough fucking Wendy's?
Oh shit,
man?
yeah, it's like right there.
It's like the only thing I can get.
They're
from-
baconator, man. It's thick bacon.
Whatever plastic you can't fit in the bread,
It's Wendy's.
you put it in the bacon.
Plastic.
Dude, I just realized I'm about to have one redheaded stepchild.
What, your actual child?
No, stepchild.
When it comes out?
Hit it!
Yeah, right? Like I feel like I need to. Like I feel like I need to. Like I'm gonna beat you like my
You're
redheaded
morally
stepchild.
obligated to.
I think
Tom.
so.
I'm gonna.
Like I don't think we should get him baptized because I don't think he has a soul. Tiffany, if you're watching this, I love you.
He does
She's not watching this.
Sean is watching, and Todd Baysinger is watching. Whoever the fuck that is.
Sean's watching. Sean, what the fuck?
Well, I was watching for like a millisecond. But Sean's watching, I think. No?
No.
Yeah, he was just like, ah, man, this is comedy.
That's
We
what
got a
we wrote?
great photo tonight,
Nah.
didn't we, fellas?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Had all the Dubuque comedy represented.
We gotta get Levi. We gotta get Levi on this shit to give it some direction.
That's cool. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Levi, take over from me.
Hey, Tom.
We gotta have some.
Here comes Levi.
Hello.
Get Michael on this too.
I feel like
Are you
you're.
kicking me the fuck out?
Get up for a Levi Extreme Bowman.
No, we have another mic somewhere.
Stand here.
That's right.
I'm sure it'll pick
You
up my
seem
voice.
like a G
Loud
guy.
and boisterous.
But you're touching Robert Meister.
Actually, no.
This is Robert's mic.
There's another. This is an actual comic.
Yeah,
fucking
mic
mic
stand.
This is a musician mic
Yeah,
stand.
I hate that mic.
This is legit.
It's okay.
This
Yeah, I
is a
hate that
legit
mic
mic
stand.
stand.
So,
Yeah. Todd, how are you watching? Right? Did you just have it going?
No, I'm not watching anymore. I clicked on it on accident.
Pay no attention to
Which
us all just
is
sitting here
what
doing
most
nothing.
people do.
Here's
when
a
they
prison
watch
coach.
this shit. They
So
just click it on.
There's a number on it.
What's up, Levi?
That's what Keisha
How was
does.
your day today?
She goes home and checks.
It's been a long day, right?
Yeah, no, I had to work by myself all day,
For whatever.
and I had to open the store, so yeah.
It is.
It is
That was a bummer.
This microphone smells like chew.
It probably does. Am I?
yeah,
Yeah.
No, it smells like chew because he's chewing.
I'm good.
Oh, nice.
Robert,
Oh yeah, it does.
Robert, you can't stand in the center of the frame in front of the camera.
So-
You can stand to the side of the frame, just not
Brock
right in
Lobster.
front. Michael, you had probably. It's my favorite stuff that's ever been done here at Monk's.
It's weird.
It was
weird.
amazing.
I don't know. I
It
don't know
was
how I
so
feel about
good. Can you explain, or like, yeah, can you explain?
Did you have some big?
I did in the middle, actually, when I said as a child I did Zoloft.
Yeah, you did say that.
That was the explanation. No, my customers have been quite delusional lately, and
Is he in the shot?
I had that. I believe I am. Yeah.
Can you look and see
Yeah,
if
he's
he's in
there.
the shot?
He's there.
And I had the word delusion in my head, so I looked it up in the dictionary for the exact definition, which I started with. Well, two of the definitions actually, and then a half an hour later, that's what we had. And the only thing we changed, ironically, was my staff thought was too much. Was not the aborting baby Jesus number 2. But when I said my children, where is it? When
My children will not have
Yeah.
autism.
my children will not have autism, it originally was your children will not have autism, and they
Huh.
thought that was too harsh, so I changed it to mine.
How is that harsh?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know.
confused.
That makes no sense.
They said it was too mean.
I had a cold last week and that made no
Wishing
sense.
their children good fortune and health. I mean,
Well, no, because that is a delusion. I'm saying that was a delusion that your children will not have.
Oh, I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, that
I
makes
might have
sense.
reached a little far when I wrote it out really quickly this afternoon, but
No, it was a really.
I used to write a lot of fucked up poetry when I was a child,
Sure.
and I feel like it came through tonight, and it may show back up again.
Definitely do it.
it's like
No, it
herpes.
was fantastic.
It's like herpes.
It comes
It
back
just
every
comes
couple
back.
months.
It
Yeah.
just comes back.
Oh no! It's another Jannette poetry outbreak.
Poetry slam at the Cum Show.
No, it was
The only
fantastic.
comedy show you need a shot of penicillin after.
Well, it was like it didn't stop being funny, like, and at the end of it, I was kind of moved. So it
I
had all of
actually
the.
thought you were the third coming of Jesus Christ by the end of it.
I got a little nervous. Like,
Well,
what's this?
you know, I'm not gonna lie. You know, it was true. I was put on Zoloft. I was one of the first 1,000 people in the state of Iowa to be put on Zoloft.
Really?
legitimately.
You were like the test rodent.
I was one of the test children of America. And today, they gave it to me in 6th grade, and they forced me to stay on it till after I graduated from high school. They said they'd give me the choice after that, which I chose to go off of it. And today it's illegal to give to anyone under the age of 21 because it was a 70% chance that you were going to commit suicide under the age of 21 on that medication.
I can talk on this one, too.
When I was 12, I almost threw myself off the East Dubuque Bridge, no joke. And the only thing that stopped me was my mom's auto reverse tape Walkman, and I was listening to Collective Soul while I was standing on the bridge, and people were honking at me. And then I got my bike and just rode home. Said fuck it. So,
wow.
No, I also was in the first 1,000 in Iowa, so represent.
Fuck yeah.
And yeah, that's that.
Did you get the
That's gotta be a really
you didn't get the payout in 2006
scenario.
Really big coincidence.
I was out of the country. My payout would have been like something around $150,000.
Oh, I'm sure mine would have been.
And I was out of the country and I missed it.
So they paid you.
They paid out big.
Oh yeah. No, because
they realized it made you kill yourself.
Yeah,
right.
It's called Zoloft Rage.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
You can look that up. It's an actual thing.
Sounds like bath salts.
Yeah, an antidepressant that causes rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were shooting for, wasn't it? Huh?
I was basically what they said was it the 6 or 8 years that I was on it, I was in a constant state of manic depression. Manic mania.
So you're just
manic depression with mania.
Crazy.
I was fucked up. And you know, I scared a lot of people, and my parents hated me. And when I took care of my mom, the only time that I ever wanted to hit my mom in my entire life was when she told me she hated me for most of my life. And my dad hated me for most of my life. It was wonderful.
Fucking people put me on this shit, or you let the doctors.
And then when I told her, I'm like, Mom, do you even remotely think that it could have been the drug that you guys put me on? That the fucking Catholic school put me on with you? And it was just like a click, click. Holy fuck. Oh, maybe we weren't so bad after all. Shit. Ironically, too, was recently I talked about being drug up the fucking gravel road by a trailer when I was a child, and my dad's deathbed. Just to give you an idea of how fucked up I was, my dad believed that I just grabbed on and held on and let the fucking thing drag me. That's how fucked up I was. He believed in his heart that I was just fucking stupid and grabbed a hold of that.
Oh, look at Mikey. He just wants to go for a little ride.
Right.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling. It wasn't anywhere near as bad for me, but I was on like anti-ADHD pills as well as antidepressants. And
which ones?
I don't remember. I was too young to remember. I was like 13, and I wasn't told the names of them. But for like 4 years, I was on them, and I would just be so angry and so livid. And while I was angry, knowing I would think to myself, I don't have a reason to be angry right now. But I couldn't physically stop myself from being angry, and it's terrifying. Like, that's genuinely terrifying to know that you're not supposed to be angry, but still not being able to stop yourself.
Right.
I've definitely had that too. I was on Cymbalta, and then I think it was Adderall at first, and then it was Vyvanse. And yeah, especially like the littlest thing would just send me over the edge, and then I was like this maniac.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't give drugs to your children that are mind altering. I feel like that's.
I hate that stuff, dude. Like
we don't have
when I was on
enough
Ritalin,
time
man, I
for
turned
me
into a
to list
robot.
off the medications.
Like it was just like I went from like and then to like, hi, my name is Tom.
Well, yeah, that Zoloft video that I did on YouTube was so like,
You have a video on Zoloft? I gotta watch this.
Yeah, I did it.
It's so great.
I did it for 2 days, and I was like out of my fucking mind. I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
I had terrible insomnia. I didn't it was just like so. I was so detached from.
What's the one that starts with the P? It's an antidepressant.
Paxil.
I was on Paxil, dude, and that gave me like what are they called? Livid dreams and shit like that.
That where you're
lucid dreams.
Lucid dreams.
Yeah, dude, it was so rough, dude.
Do you know?
The dreams. I always love when like drug commercials come on and they're like side effects are like for most antidepressants side effects are suicidal thoughts. I saw this one for it's something supposed to clear up your lungs. It says please don't use if you have asthma. It could cause death.
Did you notice how they had to take pauses between their fucking between the withdrawals?
Yeah, no, it's so weird. Like, dude, like pills are just I fucking hate pills, man, but I love them at the same time. It's fucked up.
I have two things I want to mention about the dreams here.
Yeah.
You mentioned thank you Jesus for that. Was I wish I could go back to this point, but lucid dreaming was like what I could do, and in my dream was a city, and every building in the city was not actually the way it was in Dubuque or wherever I was in the dream, but each building held a different dream, and I could walk into each building to recall my dream, play it, rewind it, pause it, change it, and it was amazing.
That's crazy. I don't know, man. Like I've been on pills since I was
in that one.
I've been on pills since I was in like 3rd grade, man, and like just going from just being like I've been diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactive disorder, and like it was so bad that I'm actually in a test book as like.
How do you need pills now?
Test subject number A or something, or test subject A and shit like that. It's fucked up, man. Just going from that and then just being like, hi, my name is Tom. Like, it's fucked up, man.
So, what's your guys' favorite sexual position?
Holy fuck. I really want to say something inappropriate. I really want to say something inappropriate. That's a joke.
How do we go from being serious to like talking about sex?
Because I'm on the mic now, bitch.
Pedophilia. Sorry.
I'm off the mic now.
So sorry.
Hey, you guys like? That's called the teeter totter.
My favorite's when they're asleep and they just don't feel anything.
That one's called Red Rover. Red Rover. You're going to jail for 5 to 10.
I'm a big fan of missionaries.
Oh my god.
I like to be lazy and have the girls get on top.
Right?
That's my favorite.
I don't typically like looking at them in the face, but unless I'm in love. If I'm in love, yeah, missionary.
Yeah.
But if I'm paying her good, hard-earned money, no, I'm not looking at her in the face.
What do you call it when you have a woman face down on a pool table, but on the corner so that your balls are smacking the table when you're ramming into her?
You call that a scratch.
I call that cool pool.
call that
I enjoy that.
That's a scratch. That's cutthroat. That's 8 ball.
8 ball. 2 balls.
Call your shot.
Smackety smack.
That's called billiards.
It's not real.
Oh man.
Woman.
Yeah.
All right, hey, let's add some structure to this. Where's Levi go?
Yeah.
Levi.
You're gone for like 2 minutes and then you're talking about.
Dude, we went from talking about something serious to Todd's like, what's your favorite sexual position?
I don't know. What's the worst thing anybody's been accused of that didn't really happen?
I was accused of stealing a van.
I was accused of fucking a dude one time.
I don't know. It could be anything.
I was also accused of punching a girl.
The worst fake accusation put towards you by anyone.
Okay, I have an answer.
High quality
I would like to hear your answer.
I had one tonight.
When I was in my teens and people would ask me, "Oh, Chris, what are you up to tonight?" I'd always answer the same way. I'd say, "Oh, robbing banks and killing people." Well, when I was 17, another kid named Chris Coffman robbed a bank and killed somebody. My fucking phone blew up like no business.
That's awesome.
God, people saw that like he wasn't lying. God damn it! Holy shit! Oh my fuck!
High quality counterfeiting.
That's awesome.
Well, you know
high quality.
That's just called
I like
money.
it. I like it.
You know Drew Brashaw?
I think I know him, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's another person in Dubuque named Drew Brashaw who has a criminal record.
Andrew Brashaw.
Yeah.
It's my friend. He's in jail right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has had a fucking hell of a time trying to be able to get a job because of this other fucking guy who keeps getting arrested for all this.
Andrew, if you're watching, you shouldn't be because you're in jail.
It'd be great if, like, this podcast was the only thing they let in Dubuque County Jail.
It should be.
You can watch
It should
this,
be.
guys.
We should, no, they should torture him more.
Let's all gather around the
Let's all gather around and watch those idiots talk about sexual positions. And then let's do it on each other in the shower.
He's still talking. Give him a mouthpiece.
2 weeks after the Columbine shooting, someone named me as the next shooter, only at Wallace High School in Dubuque, Iowa.
Oh shit, Wallace? I would fucking shoot that school up too.
The best part is they handcuffed me, and on the way to the sheriff's car, I turned around, looked the fucking sheriff square in the eye, and said, "I do not have a gun. I do not have access to a gun. If you arrest me, you will hear from my fucking lawyer," who I named at that point. I'm not going to bring up names. And they had to let me go. And I went back to school.
It was Johnny Cochran at the time. He was still.
And that's when I had my first panic attack and I collapsed.
I was going to guess Bob Power.
No.
Nah, I just want to say good show tonight, guys. That was,
everybody did fucking great.
Yeah, it was off the hook.
Except for that Levi guy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up, Levi? I didn't realize you were
He in
standing
no
up.
way killed it Friday night at Library on the Hill, which he totally did. But he did. We all.
Thank you for that, by the way. So I got to go to the green room.
Yeah, we represented. I was gone too. I did the same show. Like we all we represented Dubuque comedy.
Thanks for including me in your reindeer games, guys. Just kidding.
It was on Facebook,
Yeah,
dude.
it was on Facebook,
You
man.
could have came to the green room and got some time, man.
Should have read that shit.
You know I can't.
I don't know. I got a message
That's why I
like
said
20
that.
minutes after I got off of work. Like, I'm in a beer. I'll have another one. Let's do this shit.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
I was like, oh, it's at the green room? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Venue.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, no.
Not the venue, the green room.
No, fuck venue.
It's just God, like it's like I went to the bathroom at the green room and there was I went to the stall. The stall was covered, and then I went to where people take shits. And I looked down. There was 7 pairs of Nikes. And I'm and they're all sneezing. I'm like, man, they're all giving each other the cold. They're all giving each other the flu. They're not doing anything else. Not doing drugs.
I think you're wrong. I think they were doing cocaine in the bathroom.
No, they all had the flus and the
What's
shits.
cocaine?
It's this white powder stuff. It kind of looks like
What is
baking powder.
cocaine?
It's energy powder.
Isn't it just
like Zoloft?
Isn't it like sugar cane on steroids?
Pretty much.
You ever had sugar cane? It's just good. You ever chew on sugar cane?
Yeah.
Like growing up, you're like, hey, take this. And you're like, oh my God, this is delicious. And it's like, what is this? Like, we got it from a field. And I'm like, there's a bug on it.
Keisha has the description.
You worked then.
Keisha, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it.
The answer to your question as far as what is cocaine, it's a derivative of poppy seeds, which grow in a higher climate, so that's why you find them normally in countries closer to the equator.
Oh, yeah.
You are the smartest person in the room.
I'm going to think about that next time I order a poppy seed bagel. I'm going to grind it up and snort it.
I love poppy seed bagels, especially when you burn them.
Poppy seeds are usually burnt anyway.
Well, you burn them fucking more, dude. They're so good.
Poppy seed bagels, you'll
fail
your
your
drug
drug
test.
test.
You'll also fail a pregnancy test.
Huh.
Or you'll be
Well, God damn it on the last
You
one.
just get so off pregnancy test, Levi.
How do you feel?
No, he does both at the same time. He kills 2 birds with 1 stone.
Poppy seeds, the pranksters of the seed world.
Right?
They have those at Shot Tower.
No, we don't have poppy
They
seeds.
should, like the second Angry Birds movie, they should just eat poppy seeds and fail drug tests. It's like, no, you can't fly and hit pigs today. What the fuck?
The fuck did he just throw?
I think he threw if he threw Viagra, I'm using that shit tonight. I'm getting a hold of.
What's that fake Viagra they sell at the porn store?
What do you throw?
Either a passport or money.
What is that?
What is this?
I could use $1.
What is it?
Birth control.
Why do you have birth control?
Because his wife's 30 years younger than him.
Why do you have birth control?
Is that really birth control?
It was in my pocket. I don't know.
Why?
It's in his pocket. He doesn't know what it is.
No, Jeff has an account at Planned Parenthood.
All right, let's start popping them. Find out
Zovia.
what's up.
What's somebody look up Zovia?
It's not birth control. It's like I feel like you might actually need these pills.
Welcome to the Toddcast podcast where we're talking about pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceuticals.
What's your favorite pill and why?
Oh.
No, let's talk about
Currently or
Dilaudid.
Before?
Dilaudid. There's no.
Yeah, right. I'm more of a Benadryl guy myself.
What is that shit called that I'm on right now?
Contains
if I mix it with Excedrin migraine, I can work all
that
fucking
pill,
day.
those pills you just threw, contains a combination of female hormones and is used for
birth control.
Yeah, it is birth
That is
control.
birth control. Why do you have birth control, Jeff?
I want to have breasts.
You already have breasts.
They're nothing. They're not that special. They're not that special.
One C, one C, though.
So can I?
Well, once you see one, you
can I
want to see
have them?
more.
I'm
What?
trying to stop my period.
I think we need to talk to Chris about his breasts.
I gave digital mammograms when I was in college.
Yeah, behind Walmart.
You know you make
3 mammograms.
You know you make a
No
hormone?
cops, please.
I don't need a hormone.
You know you make a hormone? Kick her in the cunt.
You woke up.
You still gotta.
Wow.
You still gotta pay her.
Toddcast podcast.
I guarantee
everybody.
he gets more than I do.
Let's
I
call this.
guarantee he gets laid more than I do. Like,
This is the last edition of the Toddcast
been years.
podcast, everybody. God damn it. Why is my name on it? Like, can we talk about that? Why is my name
We
on
want
the
to talk
show?
about breasts here for a second.
You're the
Chris?
proprietor.
Okay, let's
I
talk
actually
about
was gonna take a
boobs.
hard right turn.
Ryan,
Oh, shit,
Levi,
can I talk about
Jeff,
breasts
you guys
really
wanna
quick?
take over?
What?
I'll take over.
I want to know why people didn't. I tried this twice on stage, and I don't understand why people don't find it so funny. That the fact that my mom was so embarrassed by me, she had me. She forced me to have a breast reduction when I was in 7th grade.
That's not.
How is that not?
That's
fucking
funny to me, but I can see why other people would think it funny because it's just
They'd
really fucking sad.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
like my
life
kid.
is fucking sad.
It's like my kid looks like
That
Cartman.
would be
Let's suck
funny
some fat out of his
If
tip.
you did your whole set topless, so then you could be like,
These are my stars.
this is
It's like
Give
my,
us stars.
like my kid can fill out a tank top. My kid's like
She might have been
my
jealous that I had better breasts
When I
than
say
she did.
tank,
my kid's confusing the Schwann's man.
so can I bring up a topic?
I need a pen.
Hey.
Can I have a pen?
Yeah, right there, man. It's all you. My kid's confusing the Schwann's man right now.
So I was watching the local news earlier tonight,
Ew.
and they were talking about fucking ragbri,
Oh, fat guy.
and they were talking about the people who volunteer for ragbri, and this is how he described it. He said, "Well, they pass out water, and they pass out maps, and everything in between." There's a lot of shit in between passing out water and passing out maps.
Roast beef sandwiches.
Yeah. Passing out BJs.
Pamphlets.
I do that. My dick's like half an inch long.
You're good.
No,
Dude, mine
Oh, God damn it.
mine goes in like, you know, like those mattresses, and you have to go like this for it to pop out, you know? You know, it's like
I thought it'd be funny to do.
Does that work better, maybe?
I thought it'd be funny to do an impression of the guys that try to talk to me at the
You have lovely
YMCA.
penmanship.
Thank you. I just can't spell.
Well, it'd be funny to do an impression of the guys that talk to me at the YMCA. Be like, so I was talking to this guy at the YMCA, and he was like, and then I would drop my pants and pull out my dick. What? Because that's what they're all naked with their dicks out.
No, yeah, no. It's like there's more old balls.
Yeah,
At the YMCA than in sports museums. I get it.
Totally.
It's a solid joke. I'm still trying
Bull
to.
Crowder.
People. What?
I just don't know if it would play with the audience if they would.
No,
I'm just trying to get into character.
They should rename the YMCA to Old Dude Dick Party. That's the YMCA.
When I was a child, I used to dream about fucking
the ODDP.
a woman in the men's shower at the YMCA.
Oh yeah, no, it's all open. It's like you're in prison.
That'd be so fucking great to just be fucking a girl in there and then just have some fucking people walk in.
Some old guys waddles in.
The old fucking waddle in. I'm just gonna shower next to you guys.
The old guys
doing.
No, the old guys wouldn't say anything. They'd just stare.
They would.
They'd be like, "Oh,
I'd stare.
pay no attention to me over here. I haven't had sex
My penis
in
hasn't
20 years.
moved this
That
way in
looks
for
delicious."
eons.
And with that note, Keisha is out.
Bye, Keisha.
Keisha has had her fill of
Bye,
debauchery
Keisha. Hey,
tonight.
thank you. Sorry if we offended you in any way.
Keisha, I really
Also,
am
we're
sorry.
comedians.
I know it was a bit much tonight.
Love you, Keisha.
Yeah, she's like, yeah.
Okay, everybody at once. We love Keisha. Right?
One, two, three.
Love
Love you,
Keisha.
Keisha. Thank you for
Next
being
week
our
will be
only
cleaner.
fan.
Only.
Next
In
week will
Dubuque.
be cleaner, I promise. And we'll talk about aborting
See you
baby
Monday.
Jesus number 2.
See you Monday. See you next Monday. We also have a show on Thursday.
Don't come to that one though. It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks, Dick.
It really sucks.
Yeah.
I
Bye,
work
Keisha.
on Thursday.
You're better than that show.
Bye. Yeah, you're way better.
Keisha is better.
Bye, Keisha. Bye. Love you. What's your bank account number? Bye.
I have to take my meds.
You have to take your
Holy
birth control,
shit.
Jeff? Why do you have? Okay, honest. Oh no, we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
You
Why?
shouldn't mix butterscotch with alcohol.
Why
you
do you
get Jeff
have birth
Stiles
control?
out of that.
Is it your?
It was in my found it in my pocket at dinner tonight.
Is it your wife's birth control?
No.
Is she?
What about your daughter? Do you have a daughter, stepdaughter?
Okay, so is it your daughter's birth control?
Is your doctor really high all the time? It's like, hey, this is gonna be funny.
Did you forget your pants somewhere and then grab the wrong pants?
Is that actually your jacket?
Did you grab the wrong pills?
Like
Wrong body, maybe.
your doctor's trying to pull.
Was it Harding's fault? Should we sue Harding?
He was like, hey, guess what? I gave a guy today with dementia
Walgreens.
birth control.
Hey Susan, check this
Yeah.
shit out.
That's a
Listen,
doctor.
he's gonna come back with
He's
tits.
still not going to know where he is, but at least he's not going to get pregnant, right?
Or have boobs.
That's
Or
what would happen
tits.
if I worked
Yeah.
at a fucking pharmacy.
He's shooting,
seriously,
he's shooting
what's-
milk out of his nipples at the cemetery right now.
Seriously, what is your theory on this? How did those get in your
Well,
pocket?
I was bouncing, so my gloves are back here for bouncing, and those were in there. So
You
I guess-
confiscated a girl's birth control because
No.
you thought it was ecstasy.
No.
Did she drop it? Maybe she dropped it on the ground and you just picked it up.
Let's
I
talk
took her
about that
gloves.
for a minute.
That's all.
You took her glove.
Took
Why
her
would?
gloves and then she
It's fucking cold outside. Why are you taking people's
So you
gloves?
you must have quit.
Some
Why are you
poor
so
woman,
mean?
We were inside.
Did Tom leave?
That's so mean.
I was inside.
So some poor
What if
woman-
what if she got
He was
frostbite
inside
and
some
lost
poor
a
woman.
fucking finger, a digit?
Is there anyone watching right
I got
now?
liability.
That's fair.
Did you like fair fight?
No.
County fair.
That's fine.
Didn't think so.
Hey, I love the Dubuque County
I'd
Fair.
rather have it.
Like dicks.
Good, dicks
This
out. Let's
is
do this.
going to be on the internet no matter what. But people are like podcasts. Why do you record that? Isn't that usually just? Or why do you do
Audio.
that live? Isn't that just audio? I'm like,
A lot of people do it.
Like shut up. We don't need that kind of.
Because it's so much easier for just to do it live and then press a button. And then it's
Well,
on
like
the
this
internet.
is the only time we're all together too, and it's whatever.
And it's not going to be interesting.
And that's the
regardless,
only
so-
time Mike has off work.
Oh, is that your?
Or if he's not banging Filipino hookers, like, you know.
I am fucking pissed that I did not get laid on that goddamn trip.
What?
Okay, I should have left her in the fucking hotel
No,
and
you
fucked
sh-
the prostitute.
No,
honestly,
no, what?
What
You
do
should
you
know.
really think?
You should
No,
have
don't
left.
fuck no
Hey,
What do you
hey,
really think?
you should have left her a $10 bill. That's what you should have done.
I left $200.
Fuck that shit.
Oh God.
It's like
Well, her
$2,000.
family needed to do some
You put a
repairs.
down payment on a whore.
Wait a second here. Did you get to cum in her at all? Like
No.
her mouth?
Nope.
Or anything?
She tried to, but she didn't know what she was doing.
She gotta come in his
And
car
she
to get
got
her
nervous,
Oh my
so
God.
She stopped.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and you
That's an
didn't
Aldi's
finish?
prostitute.
Oh, I finished.
That's
I
what
fucking
that
took
is.
care of myself.
That's an Aldi's brand
Blast
prostitute
over
right
face.
Put a
there.
quarter in the shop cart.
I smeared
I'm
it.
Todd Baysinger. Thank you guys. No, I'm still waiting for my friend to get here. So
God, I hope she
Where you
watches
going?
this time.
going.
She's
I
been
gotta
mad
work
at
in
me
the
lately
morning.
anyway.
Yeah, so.
I gotta go to Farrell's
All
at
right,
9:30.
let's just done talking.
All right, Levi.
Levi Baughman.
What?
I was wondering if you're gonna hook up with your coworker.
No.
What's your name?
This is fucking live? I don't want to talk about that.
She's not gonna watch it.
I'm going home.
First of all, she's not gonna watch
No.
it. Second of all,
she's not.
She's not gonna watch to the 57-minute mark of this travesty of a podcast.
I'm David Letterman.
And you know what? If she does watch to the 57-minute mark, that means she does want to fuck you. So,
P.S. Nice tits.
In your own bed, alone.
Yeah, that was weird. That was a weird Snapchat to get.
They were little and perky.
Yeah, it was like
not my type, man.
Whatever. It's my type. my type's alive and breathing in India. Come on.
That's
your
the
area.
exact opposite of my type.
Dude, I'm turning 30.
Holy shit! Did you just get electrocuted?
Did you just turn that off?
No, he like touched it and it shocked him.
I'm turning 30 pretty soon, so I just gotta.
Dude,
I'm doing.
Old Spaghetti is gonna be a blast. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, because
it's gonna be a great party.
I'm either gonna hang myself or go to Ireland. Because
it's not gonna do it.
I was either gonna get marijuana or a prostitute, and when I told this to my aunt, when I told my aunt this, she said, "Well, why don't you fuck your cousin? She's a prostitute."
Oh.
Her daughter.
Did you get into the friends and family?
And I
discount?
said, "I'll take the pot."
You could have got a friends and family discount.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't even ask about the friends and family.
No, I don't bring chicks to Applebee's, or I don't bring chicks to Olive Garden anymore because on dates.
Unless you're 60-some years old.
No,
You see me
I'm doing a joke. No, I don't take chicks. I don't take chicks to Olive Garden anymore because it feels weird. Like it's when you're on a date, because like when you're there, your family. It's fucking.
I hate going to Olive Garden because I gotta pay. I thought it was supposed to be family.
It's not already a joke. Like I don't know. I thought about that on the spot. Right now.
I gotta make room for Jeff in my truck so I can give him a ride home.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, you're acting like he's 100,000 pounds.
Thank you for.
I gotta make room.
I have
back
a lot
of
of
the bed
shit
for
in my
Jeff.
fucking cab right now.
Take the tire out of the trunk for him.
Yeah.
How do you feel about riding it back? I got lots of room in the back.
Okay. I should probably.
Have a great day, guys.
Merry Christmas, man.
Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy
April Fool's Day, all that shit.
Flag Day.
So another thing I've noticed on the news that's really pissing me off, the guy who does the ABC news keeps referring to it as on the eve of the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl Eve?
Yeah,
the Krampus just comes down and gives fucking...
For starters, like, we don't play the Super Bowl on a Tuesday, you know? It's like... December 20th doesn't roll around and you're like, it's Christmas Eve!
Yeah, like it's pretty, you know it's going to be on Sunday.
Super Bowl Eve, Saturday night, everyone's fucked up.
So Chris,
all through the house. Now the creature was stirring.
Chris, you're a football fan. What do you think's going to happen?
Oh, hell yeah.
Realistically?
Yeah.
I think it'll probably be an Eagles win.
Really?
Fuck that town, but...
Yeah, fuck that town. Philadelphia is just a bunch of Dubukers.
Yeah, every time the Pats go in as heavy favorites, like touchdown or better favorites, they fucking lose.
Yeah, especially against the NFC East team,
Yeah, the Giants twice.
Yeah, Eli Manning just like, lucked my way to 2 Super Bowls.
I think the Patriots are going to win because the world
they paid
sucks.
the refs.
I think they're going to win because...
Really?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, Tom. Do you not have
Are
the
you
internet?
even a fucking American?
I know, right?
Right, we talk about football and sexual positions on this podcast. God damn it.
Look, my Cowboys are out of this. I don't really give a shit.
My Cowboys. You own them?
Yeah.
Fucking Jerry Jones? Whatever. Alright, I gotta go. You want on mic, Tom?
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette and then I'll come back.
Can I have a cigarette?
Yes, you can have a cigarette.
Alright.
About 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool. See you guys.
Wow, it's already holy shit.
What time is it?
11:43.
You want to hold the mic? Wow.
I think it'll be the Patriots.
Stereo.
Levi and Ryan, I'll see you on Wednesday.
See you
Wednesday. Yeah, for sure.
Are you giving me a ride? Are we all riding?
It's either him or Ben. Ben might drive up.
Okay, just message me on who's driving.
Yeah.
I'm going to give gas money too.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm fine with driving. That's not a problem with that.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, just let me know, guys. See you guys.
Alright, see you later.
Yeah,
Are you not coming Tuesday?
I got to work 9 to 9. Okay. But don't rule me out. I'll probably be there.
Okay, cool.
You can rule me out.
Okay.
Anyone have a copy of the Holy Bible? Because I'm just going to sit there. I'm going to stand on stage and read. No, I'm literally going to do that. Because fuck doing material.
I hate that, Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really like it.
I like their sound system. I like their stage. I like their food. I like their bar. It's just.
It has all
it's not great for comedy.
It has all the settings. Like, it could be great if comedy fans went there.
Yeah.
And no one else. But other than that, yeah, fuck that, Mike. The first time I did it, the place was packed, and I just fucking did crowd work, and I did really well. And then the second time, I was like, why am I, like, Ryan, fuck you for signing me up. No, alright, see you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. I think the Pats are gonna win just because I don't trust Nick Foles against Patriots defense.
You're a fool.
And you wanna place a friendly wager on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Are we just doing heads up, or am I getting the points that the Pats are giving up?
What are they giving up?
The last time I saw it, it was at 8.5.
Okay, see, I wouldn't take that. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think they'll lose by a touchdown, or they'll lose by like a late. It'll be like 17-14, and then they'll score a touchdown and win 21-17 or something like that. Like that's the way I see. I think they're going to score late, and it'll be another fucking Brady parade and all that shit. Hopefully he'll retire. But I don't know. Then again, this year has been so fucking weird in terms of football that it's anyone's game.
Is it just me? Am I the only one who, like, when I think of Tom Brady, I giggle because his wife's first name starts with the jizz?
Giselle. Yeah, I think you're the only one.
I'm giggling.
It sounds like someone who blew a load on Krypton. It's Giselle. Oh, he gets it. He still gets it.
I really like that. I just think of like an African beast.
Well, I have a friend.
Giselle. Somebody doesn't know how to pronounce Giselle.
What are those things called? Giselles? Giselles or something, Tommy. I don't know. Those things that the cheetahs chase. What are those called? Butch.
They're called Giselles. It's what Tom Brady
No,
chases.
they're not fucking called Giselles, Butch. They're called something else.
It's what Tom Brady chases because he's a cheetah. He's a real man.
He ain't no cheetah. He's a bobcat at best.
Cheetah? Alright, see you guys.
You broke our characters.
I don't know shit about
What did he say? Is it aardvark?
Aardvark, yeah.
What about him?
That's what cheetahs chase.
Oh.
I'm just a little behind.
Regardless of what happens, I feel sorry for the team that signs Nick Foles to a 4-year contract following the Super Bowl.
I don't at all.
I feel terrible for the...
He's way better than you think he is.
For the fucking Browns or whoever ends up with him. Apparently,
I don't know, guys.
Bye.
Have a go on, dude.
I don't know football, so
I don't either.
Alright, get the fuck out of here.
Vile cold deals.
I don't know shit about
Tom,
tomorrow night.
I don't know if anybody's gonna be doing it. To be honest,
I'm a 2 out of 10 interest right now.
Then if nobody's showing up, then I'm not gonna go.
No.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's probably not
What?
gonna
Have you
happen.
done it yet down there?
Have you done it yet, Robert?
Where?
Seven Hills.
No.
It's a brewery downtown.
It's just only a couple blocks from my house, I think.
Yeah, no, it's a real. Their sound system, their stage is awesome. Their food's really good.
It's just not a great
most of the people who were there for the open mic were musicians, and they didn't.
That's why you put them in their place.
They did not find any of us humorous.
Yeah.
No, not really. Well, no one was fucking listening to find us humorous. Like, I got a few laughs up top, and then I started like a long bit and then they just tuned out. And that was
like
it.
I was saying, I was the first one to go up last week, and everyone was paying attention. They did all of the musicians first, and then as soon as I got up and grabbed the mic out of the stand, I looked up and everybody like turned their back.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, all right. I guess.
You said something about Muslims that got
Oh, no, yeah.
Remember that? You're like,
Sean.
Well,
you're like, I think, I don't even know what you said.
I realized halfway through, well, I realized like right at the beginning, but halfway through, no one was reacting to anything.
No.
And I just verbally on stage went, I could say anything that I wanted right now and none of you would hear. And none of them reacted to it. And I was like, Donald Trump's a pretty great guy. And none of them did anything. And I was like, you know, I don't think Muslims deserve rights.
And that's when I
Zero reaction.
No, not zero. I was dying.
Besides you guys, it was, it made me very happy. And it made you guys happy. But yeah, no one else was paying attention.
When I got up on stage, the young kid who played the guitar to start. The guitar. Like, when I went into the joke about my mom and the dumb fucking cunt thing, like, you could see him almost cowering like a puppy. I was like, it's not that bad. I'm not going to hit you. I mean, just going to say cunt a few times.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It was, it's too bad because I love that venue, but it's...
Venue?
Yeah, it's not that...
It's a good place if you want to get knocked down a few pegs, which I think is something...
They need to book just a straight comedy show.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard when you're expecting musicians and then you get a comedian, because a musician fills up a lot of space as far as sound is concerned. And it's easy to passively listen to a musician, whereas you have to be really engaged with a comedian, and there's nothing else to tune into other than what they're saying, so it makes it really, really difficult.
And then breaking down all the equipment and all that crap. Musicians, it's a lot of time consuming.
But it's hard just for an audience to switch gears to that unless they're expecting it.
Yeah.
I bet you did.
Which they're not.
No.
Hey, but my poem got a decent reaction. People clapped. I was like, holy shit.
It would be better if we could somehow get a separate mic going there for comics.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was advertised up front that, hey, there's going to be comedians here tonight, then that would be great. But having it be an all-purpose mic at a venue that big, it just doesn't really work, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, it's good, like, training for just knowing what to do when nobody's listening, because that'll happen more than you think it will in terms of, like, doing out-of-town shows and, you know, just knowing how to power through, but, yeah.
Especially when you're doing the old folks home, no one listens.
Yeah, no, it's good for that. It's good, it builds calluses, which is nice.
Yeah, but I wouldn't make a steady diet of it, because you're not gonna get anything out of that show. You're not gonna know.
You're not gonna get any feedback,
right? Whether or not material works, it's just like a crapshoot, and you might catch someone half listening and they'll laugh.
That adrenaline drug rush of comedy, you don't get that.
Oh no, you don't. Not even close.
I'm considering starting to use it as just a straight improv mic. Of just going up and improvising, rather than trying to figure out material, just because...
You'd probably be better off doing that.
Yeah.
What time is it, Robert? Do you know?
It's 1 at midnight.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
On my Mabata.
Exit. Stage left.
Alright, we gotta get out of here, man.
It's late.
Well, thanks for listening, nobody. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, don't fucking listen to him. Why are you guys still fucking watching this?
Nobody's watching.
Yeah, if you've watched to this point, you're fucking weird.
What are you guys doing here?
Shopping up on
Go home.
Like you wanted.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. All right.
Bye.
Thanks for watching the Toddcast podcast. My name's Todd Baysinger. Give it up for my co-hosts Todd Baysinger and Todd Baysinger.
Hello. Bye.
We're gonna go home and possibly drink more. Thank you.
I'm good. Yeah. I'm good.